Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle out a couple cards from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also follow me on TikTok. The link to that will be in the description. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay, just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. You may have heard an airplane outside while I was saying that. Also, if the fan being on bothers you too much, this may not be your reading because I need the fan on. But yeah, there could be something significant here about flying in an airplane, overcoming fears of flying. Maybe the universe wants you to go to a certain place, and the only way to get there is to fly. This could definitely be about traveling to a different country in the future, whether it's the near future or the distant future. Now, only take that if it resonates. But for your first card, I have the Eight of Cups: wasted hard work, disappointment, lack of satisfaction. There's a choice here that you need to make, and you need to choose your needs. You need to adjust your reality to your needs. Something here, you're carrying more weight than is healthy for you. And I also feel like you're being called to make a choice here. Like, would you rather be disappointed or live in fear? Wouldn't you rather try it and not get the outcome you want than not try it and never know if it was possible or not? I think your courage is something that you need to recognize more or value more. There's another airplane, which I think is interesting, talking about courage, because maybe you're more capable of flying than you think. You might enjoy it more than you think. Maybe what might help, I used to do this when I was younger, but what might help is like watching videos of people in an airplane. You know, the good thing about living today is it's a lot easier to get information, to gain a different perspective, to find closure, to overcome fears. I just saw 333, and before I did see 321. So you're definitely being called to trust that everything happens for a reason, that you're being called to step into your courage for a reason. Oh, I really feel this message coming through that, you know, I feel like maybe you're being called to baby step your way out of your comfort zone, and the universe supports that. But I also feel that overcoming what scares you now is what's going to help you overcome what scares you in the future. So if you're in a scary living situation, overcoming that is going to make it a lot easier for you to overcome, you know, whenever you want to fly in the future in an airplane or something. It could be less specific than that. And that's why I said it the way I did, where I said, you know, whatever you fear now, overcoming that is going to make it a lot easier to overcome fear in the future. So maybe this is a good moment to appreciate your courage. I feel that strongly. I also just saw 444. There's a sign here about your home life, your stability, your independence, your job, your money, the people that you surround yourself with. Everything That is you. So for your next card, wow, the 10 of Wands in reverse. Weighed down by heavy burden, hyper-independence, you're not alone, speak up, find support, change. Oh, a need for change. I literally was talking about how there's something heavy here that you need to release. And I think that's why this is reversed, to symbolize release. Releasing whatever this heavy weight or heavy burden is. Maybe some sort of loss that you're experiencing is a blessing in disguise. And being able to see the blessing, you know, it's complicated. It's deep. I just saw 555. That need for change type of energy is very significant. Maybe there's a message here like you already know that wherever you want to get is going to take a long time. So you might as well get comfortable with being patient. I feel like the universe is asking for more understanding and patience from you. So that way it'll be easier to understand why you are in the position that you are in from a spiritual standpoint. With the number 10, the universe and your spirit guides really, really want you to know, you know, that you're not alone. They want to support you here. And if, you know, talking to your spirit guides isn't really your thing, or using tarot cards or whatever, just know that whatever you're going through, you don't have to go through it alone, whether it's spiritual support or material, someone helps you. Don't be afraid to ask for help, to ask for patience. I think maybe trusting yourself is something that you really, really need to learn to do, because I think having a deeper sense of trust within yourself is going to make it a lot easier to be patient. Maybe you know more about the future than you think you do, and you just need to trust yourself, and that will just bring you a lot of peace. Maybe worrying about the future is the weight that you need to release. It's funny because that rhymed and a card just fell on the floor. Let me just say this quickly, that it's a card from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle. This fiery energy could be significant, but I was going to draw one card from that deck to see what your ancestors and, or maybe just your spirit guides in general, have to say about the situation. And it says enjoy music. Maybe you are meant to be a singer, or you're meant to play an instrument, or you're meant to just somehow work with sound, especially if you really like music. Someone here may need to really, really hear that your dreams, your wishes, whatever you want in life is possible for you. You just can't be your own worst enemy and stand in your own way by not appreciating the courage that already exists within you. And this is honestly a very beautiful energy. I think it's interesting how we have dark colors here, dark colors there, and there's dark in the background here. It all feels connected somehow. This disappointment, this weight that you're carrying, music, it's all connected somehow, or just sound in general. Maybe the psychic sense or ability, or whatever you want to call it, of clairaudience could be one that's significant to you. And to really, really strengthen your psychic senses in general, you need to heal, to let go of what isn't healthy for you or doesn't serve you internally, those thoughts and those emotions that hold you back, those fears that recreate thoughts and emotions that you don't deserve to think and feel anymore. Maybe there's a message here that you're not in, things aren't what they were anymore. Maybe you feel like you are reliving some sort of trauma, and it's time to find closure with that trauma so it doesn't haunt you anymore. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this picture, it is a very haunting image, in my opinion, especially with, you know, these candles here. This energy is dark and it's heavy, and you need to allow yourself to release it, because you don't deserve to drag yourself through life. You don't have to relive whatever disappointment you feel like you keep reliving. Maybe you feel this disappointment for a reason, and it's time to do things differently. And that might have something to do with just really not being so focused on love and finding people that do understand you. You know, you really need to learn to get comfortable in your own energy, your own company, and to be okay with, you need to be okay with being misunderstood and judged. And I'm not saying that's easy to do. It's society is built on judgment right now. Like, it's hard. But, you know, like that 10 of wands that I almost said 10 of swords, you are not alone. I feel like feeling alone is a deep source of pain for someone. 1, 2, 3, and it's a deep source of pain for a reason. There are some not truths that you are telling yourself, that you told yourself as a child, and you just simply didn't get a fair chance to change the dialogue, to see yourself for who you really are. But this reading here is to, you know, tell you that you have that opportunity right now to change the dialogue, to change how you look at yourself, and to change the outcomes in your life. I just get a real strong sense of needing to value yourself. This also says instruments, sound, and tone. So any of those words could be significant. If there's a specific instrument you're feeling called to practice, especially if it's a guitar, you're being called to practice more, to connect with music in that way more. I saw 1:22 or 12:22, and that's just a message from the universe to just be yourself and to trust that it's gonna pay off. And I also feel a message coming through to pay attention to how people speak to you, or how certain people speak to you, because that feels significant for some reason. Like, you need to not overlook how someone expresses themselves to you. But that will be the end of your reading. I hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you liked it, hit the like button to show me that. That is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below. If you have any, I'd really, really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have, you know, been showing your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it really does make a difference. I also saw a 333 just a second ago, so just a little extra message if you made it this far, I guess. But the last thing I'm going to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.